And we are live.
We return.
We're back. All right.
Scum.
Yeah, so we're just the meth fish. I kind of was hoping it would be the first story. I was trying to time it where it would be the first story of this and not the last story of that, but didn't quite get there.
I had inspiration that struck though. Meth in the water.
They need to get LSD in this fucking water, bro.
Fuck yeah, dude.
The reason I want to do that is because this is the meth fish is actually the beginning of our animal segment. We got all kinds of animal fucking stories this week, so I put them all together. So here's some animal shit for you. Atlanta woman wakes up. What the fuck was that? I like the double wake up and she found the bed. She found a wild African cat on her bed. What's it doing there? Will the video play? Maybe.
Find out next time on Deep Fat Fried.
Oh, there it is.
I'm laying in bed and I hear a thump on my bed.
Christine Frank had quite the wake-up call Wednesday morning when she opened her eyes and saw this serval staring straight at her.
It was big. It was scary.
Frank screamed, ran out of the room as the exotic cat cowered in the corner.
Can't predict what a wild animal is going to do when it's cornered.
Frank's husband opened a connecting patio door, but instead of scurrying away, the serval lingered, allowing Frank to snap these pictures. The wild animal, native to Africa, eventually disappeared into a nearby golf course.
It's owned by somebody.
We think it's staying within a relatively small area of the neighborhood.
Lieutenant Wayne Hubbard with Georgia Department of Natural Resources says the serval is likely someone's pet, but it's illegal to have them in Georgia.
They're very popular in the pet trade.
The agency placed a trap on Thursday. Once the cat is captured, the Animal Legal Defense Fund plans to place it in an animal sanctuary.
She needs to be in a place, in an accredited sanctuary, where she can really thrive and exhibit a lot of those natural behaviors that are just impossible in private homes.
Well, I happen to know a guy that runs one such sanctuary, TJ.
I'm lucky I don't have any.
You do?
Name's Joe Exotic. Real kind of funny feller.
Wow.
Look, he's away right now. Just a little mix up with the paperwork or something.
He's
but he'll be right back
at the moment, but
he gonna be coming. He gonna be just, he gonna be out there again.
Pardon documents are being drafted as I speak. Let's just put it that way.
Political witch hunt against him. Let's put it that way.
Anymore. I don't know what this cat. This is a wild animal. And they shouldn't be pets.
Why? Okay. How's it supposed to be insightful? This is a wild animal. No fucking shit. Thank you. I don't know. It didn't even seem like it was that big of a deal. Like the animal cowered in a corner. I mean, yeah, I'd be surprised, but if the animal was like, I judge it out by how it acts. You know what I mean? If it's like, I don't go like, oh man, that thing's gonna fuck me up. It's like, I'm going to leave it alone, and hopefully it just goes away and does what it needs to do.
TJ channeled too hard. Yeah, maybe. Maybe I did. So what? Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. It's so hot that Canada's sea creatures are cooking to death in their shells.
Oh, dude. Tell about Nature's Buffet. Like, is this one cooked enough?
Chris Harley smelled Kitsilano Beach before he even arrived. The odor permeating the British Columbia beach in late June signified one thing. Death. Extreme heat temperatures rising up to 40 degrees Celsius in Vancouver.
American place.
I don't know. Had caused sea animals like mussels, clams, and snails to cook to their death.
No, TJ. We're not gonna proceed on until I know what that is in American.
All right, it's 104.
104?
What?
If these whiny ass Canadians are complaining about the heat. You know how hot it is down here in America? 1 billion degrees hotter than Canada.
Dude, if those fucking oysters were up on an American beach, people would be down there with forks because they'd just be cooking in the sun, bro.
Be like, yeah, man, this is good. No
delicacy.
Ain't no such thing as a raw mussel anymore. Now they're all cooked, pre-cooked by nature. It's like leaving a car in a hot parking lot. Harley told the Star, recounting his visit to the beach. It gets a lot hotter than the air does, so that's what happens to the shoreline when it's out in the sun and low tide. Harley, a marine biologist at the University of British Columbia, roughly estimates that a total of 1 billion animals died in the Salish Sea off the west coast of Vancouver during the heat wave, but says his team is still gathering data. And whatever the actual number is, it's massive. This is in addition to the human impact. The BC Coroner's Service reported that a total of 777 sudden deaths in the province from June 25th to July 1st, a considerably higher number than in the same period last year. And officials presume heat waves to be a significant contributing factor.
Well, I thought climate change was all bad, but I guess there are some bright spots.
Killed all these Canucks, right?
It killed Canadians. Well, we have a common interest.
Unfortunately, 1 billion animals also died. That seems like
a small price to pay.
It's a reminder that, yes, there are very important human tolls to climate change, but the whole system around us is changing too. And we don't know what all of the consequences of those changes are going to be. I'm sure they're all going to be really positive, though.
So this Canadian scientist, if such a thing even exists, the one telling us this information, and you believe him? Why would you believe anyone from Canada that told you anything at all?
I don't know. I mean,
if a Canadian told me the grass was green and the sky was blue, TJ, you know what happened? I would have myself committed, for I would know it's impossible for a Canadian to tell the truth.
Wow.
Dude, I'm literally sitting here fantasizing about that beach covered in self-cooking mussels.
I
smoked too much
Paul's
weed
like,
today.
Paul's like Homer Simpson, like just dancing on the beach. The mussels are just like dancing up into his mouth.
I was,
He's like,
dude. I was picturing myself. I was picturing myself with a bag of lemons. And I'm just like biting them open and squeezing lemons onto them and just with a little tiny fork pulling out the mussels.
Sprinkle a little parsley on this one. Make it fancy.
Tabasco.
Yeah. I had a pouch of salt on, and I just find like a patch of prime ones, and I would just like hit them with that. You know what I mean? The fucking salt daddy, salt sprinkled.
Ooh. Yeah, you might as well fucking take advantage of the situation, right?
Squeeze that lemon.
I mean, they're dead anyways, right? These things are fucking toast.
I'm telling you, no data, you know?
Being a fat stoner, fucking food obsessed piece of shit isn't an impediment to to me sometimes, bro. Just this picture and this story made me think I'm just hungry now, man. I just want to eat oysters.
Yeah, give me that mutton, boy. Tell you what.
Just melt some butter over the beach.
Have a side of jelly.
A giant butter's flown in, like start melting.
Oh, damn.
Fly in the butter.
More delicious seafood.
Mystery grows over why thousands of jellyfish are gathering along Rhode Island coast. A mysterious gathering of jellyfish continues to grow along the Rhode Island coast, prompting state officials to warn about the increasing threat of painful stings. Atlantic sea nettles are congregating in the coastal Ninigret and Green Hill ponds, according to statements issued Tuesday by the Rhode Island Division of Fish and Wildlife Outdoor Education. State biologists are monitoring the little understood phenomenon and reporting it is getting worse. In the past month, their population has increased to thousands as water temperatures have risen. The department said in a Facebook post, massive blob. Oh, this is actually
wait, TJ. So we're told by some insane Canadian crackpot, animals are dying. Oh no! But then we have evidence here: the jellyfish doing just fine and actually gathering in mass to celebrate existence on the coast of Rhode Island, wherever the fuck that is.
Yeah, the jellyfish are like, yeah, we like this. You keep warming this motherfucker up.
Damn,
we're down.
This pool feels nice. Oh,
jellyfish are like, hell yeah, bitch. And plus, they eat our plastics and shit. They like that shit.
Yeah,
jellyfish are like
they do eat plastic, don't they?
Yeah, and not only that, but they don't really seem to give a shit about the oceans heating up or toxifying or anything. Jellyfish are just
actually they like it. The more acidic it gets, the better they like it.
Yeah, so the jellyfish are basically like, why are we fucking doing all these things to accommodate jellyfish? Is my question. Like, who's really calling the shots here in this equation?
I mean, not us for long. The jellies will rule again. They've ruled in the past, and they will rule again.
Jellyfish are like,
what was that? Was it which extinction was it where life was basically reduced to like pond scum on top of the ocean and then just a fucking endless sea of jellyfish underneath?
I don't know. This one. Isn't that this one? That's what this one
coming soon.
There was one mass extinction event in Earth's history where literally that's what was left. Is like
I'm too stupid to know the answer.
Algae
to that,
on top of the ocean and jellyfish under it.
If only we had some intelligence on this podcast, it would know the answer for you, Paul. So,
Oh no.
like the fourth one, I guess. I don't know. I know there's a bunch of them.
Mass Extinction 3.
Let me roll a d6, and I'll just tell you which one.
Killing spree. Wisconsin wolf population plunges after protections removed. Study
What?
finds.
How did that
How could it
happen?
be?
As many as 1/3 of Wisconsin's gray wolves probably died at the hands of humans in the months after the federal government announced it was ending legal protections, according to a study released on Monday. Poaching and a February hunt that far exceeded kill quotas were largely responsible for the drop-off, University of Wisconsin scientists said. Adrian Treves, an environmental studies professor, said his team's findings should raise doubts about having another hunting season this fall and serve notice to wildlife managers in other states with wolves.
Have you ever read? I think we actually covered this on one of the shows, or maybe I just read about this. So it was like they have these quotas, right? Like but people will be out of cell phone range, so the season will officially end. And it's like, we've killed a number of wolves. The season is over. It's been reported, but these people will be out of range, or they can't be told that it's illegal to hunt them. So they just go out and kill them anyways, and they come back. Oh, the quota was already met, and it was no. I feel so bad. Oh, it's so horrible. I got my trophy.
Related story: Wisconsiners killed 216 wolves in less than 60 hours, sparking uproar.
Shocking.
Leave these goddamn wolves alone, you son of a bitch.
Bunch of pieces of shit. Don't worry,
Let the
though.
wolves roam free.
They'll get their
fuck
fucking
you.
chance eventually. When humanity is reduced to small enough numbers, the wolf will have its day again. They'll be hunting us. Yay.
Fuck wolves. No, fuck you, bitch.
Yeah, fuck
you.
off.
I'm hiding your shit. You ain't even fucking.
Yeah,
get to
they
say
just
that
get
here.
fucking. They get slaughtered just for existing, and you get to be a whiner on the internet. So why don't you just fucking eat a dick in hell?
Bunch of furries in chat. You have wait. So if anyone is against like the wolves being killed, you're like the only fucking
furries,
Yeah,
man.
dude,
like,
this is how bent the internet has made people, dude. They can't look at a fucking animal without thinking of it anthropomorphized and trying to fuck another animal in a fursuit, bro.
yeah, it's like you've gotten to the point now where you can't even look at a wolf without just thinking like furry.
Hey,
Maybe
internet
you're the furry.
people, let me explain to you the difference. This right here is a wolf, and what you're thinking of is a very, very sad, smelly human being, okay? You see the difference?
Ban on boiling lobsters alive under plans to boost welfare rights of crustaceans and mollusks.
What?
I mean,
What are you on?
this
TJ,
is
surely
going
there's
a
not
bit far right here. This is going a bit far right here. Listen.
Are we on the Onion, TJ? Perhaps on the Onion? Are you saying these creatures now? That's whatever insect should have rights? TJ, we don't even believe in human rights in these lands. Now you want to give these things rights? How dare you?
Boiling lobsters alive will be banned under plans being drawn up by ministers to strengthen the welfare rights of crustaceans.
These are
and
bugs,
mollusks.
dude. So in the future, when we're all eating roach milk and roach patties and shit, because there's no other source of protein on the planet that's easily farmable, are we going to individually euthanize each roach before we fucking crush it up into food? Like, what's the plan here?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, no, this is a bug, bro. This is an insect that lives on the bottom of the goddamn fucking ocean. And
the
there are
government is
people out there, too, that
preparing
go
to
like,
recognize that lobsters, crabs, octopuses, squids, and other invertebrates feel pain as part of legislation that will formally acknowledge.
I mean,
that
look,
animals
bro,
are
life is
sentient
pain.
beings.
Life is pain. Cry me a goddamn river, lobsters, okay? And then get in the clarified butter and get down my
Get in the goddamn butter. Shut your fucking lobster mouth and get in that fucking butter, bitch.
Dude, there are dumbasses that think that lobsters scream when you throw them in the pot too. That they don't have vocal cords, dude. it's steam in their shells.
No,
right?
they're screaming. The lobsters are screaming.
Like,
The
let's
last cry of the
individually
lobster.
euthanize every fucking insect we eat, bro. I'm with it.
Owners face fines as council in Australia introduces 24-hour cat curfew. When allowed to roam, cats are at much higher risk of illness and injury, Mayor Lisa Cooper said in a statement.
Yeah, that's true.
It's known that felines like to roam, but from the start of October, they will be subjected to a 24-hour cat curfew in one municipality in the Australian city of Melbourne. Introduced by the Knox City Council, the new rule will require owners to keep their cats on their property at all times. When allowed to roam, cats are at much higher risk of illness and injury. Mayor Lisa Cooper said in a statement, keeping cats within their owner's property also protects wildlife and prevents them from causing nuisance for neighbors and their pets. Wandering cats may be picked up and fines may be issued, the council said.
May be picked up. Good luck catching a fucking cat if it doesn't want to be caught. That's all I have to say. I know it can be done, but it's a pain in the ass.
Somebody in the chat said lobsters still have the capacity to suffer. Yeah, and I still have the capacity to clarified butter. So there's my rebuttal to that, man. Dude, I'm telling you, lobsters are one of those animals where the suffering tastes sweet. Like if you let an lobster die and then cook it, it tastes putrid and disgusting. You have to fucking
sweet suffering.
You got to eat that motherfucker right as it's dying in the fucking boiling ass water. You got to douse it in hot, flaming, clarified butter and a little squeeze of lemon and get it down your gullet quick because the suffering runs out.
Yeah.
Don't eat me, Paul.
The suffering of the lobster.
I'm sorry, little guy, that you wouldn't clarify butter.
I'm sorry. My empathy only extends to things that have 4 legs or less, bro. any more legs than that, and you're a creature from the Black Lagoon, and your suffering is delicious.
Get in my belly, you foul little thing.
Nightmare scenario. Alarm as advertisers seek to plug into our dreams. Nope. We got to stop this. We got to stop this one. Let's head this one off at the pass, guys.
Dude, nope. No.
Nope, you got to stop it. This one's got to be stopped. After Coors sought to steer unconscious minds to thoughts of beer, scientists have called for curbs on targeted dream incubation.
What the fuck
dude, you'll
is
totally
that?
know when someone's brain gets invaded by that shit because they'll wake up and they'll be like, oh my God, I really want to buy a PS5 just fucking so badly. Oh my God, I got to get it. And he's like, wait a minute. When'd you get this idea? I had a dream, the most amazing dream. I was in a video game playing, and it was only available by Sony and the PS5. And you're like, oh shit, dude.
Listen to this.
We're gonna hack our brains.
When brewing giant Coors launched a new advertising campaign earlier this year, the format came as a surprise to many. The company was planning to infiltrate people's dreams to get them to buy and presumably drink Coors beer. Coors encouraged people to watch a short online video before bed. They play an 8-hour soundscape through the night. If successful, this targeted dream incubation would trigger refreshing dreams of Coors.
Gross. Who would want to dream about drinking Coors?
Maybe in the dream it tastes good.
Dude, doing that in real
That's how you
life
know you're
is
dreaming.
a living, waking nightmare. Why would you want to impose that?
Okay, do you
on
like this one? This stream is brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends.
Panther piss of beer?
It's
Brewed in the hills of Colorado since 1863. Coors.
It's unclear how many people
Whoa.
took part in the dream manipulation. The top Google search for Coors Dreams is currently the song Dreams, performed by the Irish pop punk band The Coors. But experts warn that the Coors campaign is not just a gimmick and may have opened door to a troubling future. They're trying to push an addictive drug on people who are naive to what's being done to them. I don't know if it can get much worse than that. Bob Stickgold, a cognitive neuroscientist and professor of psychiatry at Harvard Medical School, said of Coors' efforts, which he believes potentially could be replicated by other companies. Anything you can imagine an advertising campaign for at all could arguably be enhanced and weaponized by weaponizing sleep, Stickgold said. Stickgold was one of the co-authors of a recent open letter which sounded the alarm over companies using targeted dream incubation in June. The letter was signed by 35 sleep and dream researchers from around the world. TDI advertising is not some fun gimmick, but a slippery slope with real consequences, the letter warned. The potential for misuse of these technologies is as ominous as it is obvious.
I always love an article when they put a bunch of like leading scientists because I know they'll all be ignored immediately anyways. Like,
Actually, if I won't dream about drinking Coors, I won't do
yeah,
it.
exactly, because people are too fucking dumb.
Don't take away my freedom to have my dreams manipulated by giant corporate entities, you fucking eggheads.
Dude.
I'll drink as many Coors as I want to drink, and
Coors
I'll
is
dream about Coors.
Because you know what's going to happen? It's like Coors has heard what these dorks have to say about our new product, and everyone that participates gets a free 12-pack of Coors.
Leading dorks say that you shouldn't dream about Coors. Well, fuck them, right?
Yeah, what is it, dude?
They can't tell you what to dream.
Dude,
Only we can do that.
Coors is fucking disgusting. It's literally
It is.
disgusting, bro. In 1865, Hezekiah Coors, a barkeep, found himself running low on beer during a hot day. A lot of thirsty patrons were going to be thirsty. So Hezekiah, of course, dropped his pants and pissed into the beer to make it go farther. And thus, Coors was born.
Each bottle watered down just a little bit of piss.
No, Hezekiah Coors brilliantly thought of linking the
Why do you think they
linking the linking the urinal system to the brewing mechanism, thus recycling the beer and keeping it flowing perpetually.
Here in 2021, we're sticking to Hezekiah's original recipe. We travel around all over the Appalachians and collect hillbilly piss to mix into the finest Coors beers.
Every bottle of Coors contains at least 80% hillbilly piss.
Oh shit, Coors, bro. No, Timbo, I'm sorry, you're fucking wrong, dude. Bud Light is not worse than Coors. Coors is the absolute, well, maybe not the bottom of the barrel, dude.
No, there's definitely, the barrel goes a little deeper than that.
Yeah, like Old Milwaukee is in there and shit.
Yeah,
right?
like,
I mean, God.
When it comes to the major brand beers, Coors is the absolute tits end of the acceptable beers, bro. It's the worst one, easily.
It's like, you have Budweiser? No. Bud Light? No. What do you have? Coors. Ugh. I mean, I really want to get drunk, and I just don't. All right, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. Just
man, dude,
close your eyes
if
and
I show
pretend
up
it's
at a
something else.
party and it's a kegger or whatever, and I'm like, oh, dude, what'd you guys get a kegger of? And they said Coors. Like, I'm going to stay at the party, and I'm going to get drunk, but man, do I wish it was any other beer in that keg, bro.
I'm like, motherfucker, got Coors? What the fuck? All right. Oh, yeah, you're having a good time? Yeah.
Cool.
Fucking cheap motherfucker.
Coors being better than Natty Light. I mean, like, yeah.
Don't even bring up Natty
Why
Light.
even, like, we're
it's
not
even a real fucking beer.
We're not talking about Natty Light or Old Milwaukee. We're talking about, like, of the things that could even be called beer, Coors is the bottom of that barrel.
Yes.
Below that is like sub beer.
Yeah. Like,
I don't even know.
Malt liquor and Pabst Blue Ribbon and shit like that.
Yeah, that bullshit. Fuck off with
Want
that.
a PBR?
Fucking Natty Light. Get the fuck
Dude,
lost.
PBR is so gross. It tastes like somebody took like Coors and just mixed up some fucking raw ground beef in it. That's what PBR tastes like. It's shit, bro.
I've drank exactly one PBR in my life, and I think you know why.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's about the only acceptable answer in my mind. If I drank it once. Like, if you drank it more than that, it's like you got a problem.
I don't know if I did that right, Coors. I did your dream incubation stuff, and
Steel Reserve.
The entire night. Well, the entire night I kept dreaming I was having a line of hillbillies just kept pissing in my mouth. I don't understand. I wanted to dream of Coors. It's like, you did. What do you mean? That's what Coors is. It's made of hillbilly piss. People don't know that? You need to fucking put that out there.
Filtered through the kidneys of Appalachian hillbillies.
You know what? People in this fucking dumbass country would literally drink hillbilly piss. So what am I even fucking saying here? You can literally just be like, it's hillbilly piss.
It's what they add to the still, TJ, just to give it a little
Here's
extra.
hillbilly piss. Drink it. All right. 4-day week, an overwhelming success in Iceland.
Whoa. Okay.
Trials of a 4-day week in Iceland were an overwhelming success and led to many workers moving to shorter hours, researchers have said. The trials, in which workers were paid the same amount for shorter hours, took place between 2015 and 2019. Productivity remained the same or improved in major workplaces, researchers said. A number of other trials are now being run across the world, including in Spain by Unilever in New Zealand. In Iceland, the trial run by, city council and the national government eventually included more than 2,500 workers, which amounts to 1% of Iceland's working population.
What city did this take place in?
This one.
I don't know. What's the name of that city? What's the name of the city?
It's probably nothing. I mean, Reykjavik, I don't know. Something.
I just never heard that city, TJ, so I just didn't know.
Yeah, I don't know. There it is, right there. You just read it, and you can Reykjavik or whatever.
Reykjavik? What the hell are you saying, TJ?
Yeah, that's the one. The trials led unions to renegotiate with working patterns, and now 86% of Iceland's workforce have either moved to shorter hours
I'm sorry.
for the same pay, or will gain the right to do so.
Unions? Oh, well, see, this can never work in America to begin with. They just said unions.
Workers reported feeling less stressed and at risk of burnout, and said their health and work-life balance had improved.
I don't know about that.
That's a shocker, man. I don't know about this. This sounds like communism to me.
Does it sound like communism?
Yeah.
It does, yeah. I mean,
sounds
these
like
people, TJ,
Marxism, Leninism, communism, socialism.
if you're not sitting at a miserable job every day, 12 hours a day, are you really working? I think the answer, as we've seen here, is no. These people are not really working. Productivity didn't go down. These people are lazy, TJ.
Lazy. Productivity might not have gone down, but misery went down. What about misery? That's part of the work experience, being fucking miserable.
Anyone think about misery? That emotional state, that's look, if that goes down, where's the world even going to be? We need more miserable people.
Yeah, I mean, like, what are you supposed to do in a world where people are happy?
I'm
and, like,
happy.
productive
I've got everything I want.
Oh, my work-life balance is really improved. It's not supposed to be a balance. Work and life are not supposed to have a balance. Work is supposed to dominate life. Work is supposed to crush life into dust and make it a fading fucking memory of something that used to be.
Mm-hmm.
That's what work is for.
And your free time is just preparation for work. That's all it needs to be.
It's
they need to try the 8-day work week. I'm down. The spiff in our chat is talking sense, you guys. 8-day work week for these.
Finally, someone says
another day and then fill it with work.
Yeah, I think we need a fucking. So after after
Dude,
Saturday,
imagine productivity,
Glorb's Day or whatever the fuck, and then every day 12 hours a day, 8 days a week. Nonstop, and then maybe once a year you get like half a day for Christmas or something.
Once a year,
half a day.
Once every 2 years, TJ, and you get
Vladimir
10 minutes.
Lenin.
10 minutes, TJ. Every 2 years, you get 10 minutes off.
Well, I don't know. I'm a softie at heart, you guys.
I guess.
I mean, calm down there, Trotsky. Half a fucking day.
Half a day, once a year. TJ, you're out of your mind, man.
Out of your fucking mind, bro.
God, TJ, you're crazy.
I just say we just fucking invent a 365-day work week. Make the week
now that's
stretch
an
it
idea.
into a fucking year.
Now you're thinking.
Yeah, every day, 16 hours a day work. I mean, really, like, what do they need to do? What does a person really need to do? If they need to eat at some point, they can eat on the job. We can fucking eat on the go. We'll have someone whose job it is to go around and shove food in people's mouths.
Just put one of those tubes up their nose that goes down into their gullet, And
then how many hours a day does a person really need to sleep? Okay, like we could probably fucking
you can function on way less sleep than you think you can. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
Let's be generous. 3 hours a night.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like, and I've obviously for like maybe someone who's a little higher up in the food chain, maybe they get a little bit more sleep, but
just shoot them with like a really heavy tranquilizer that sends them immediately into a deep sleep for 3 hours and then wakes them up so they're ready to get fresh and get to work. Put the tube in so that they can have some gruel pumped into their stomachs. You know what I mean? We don't have to worry about spicing it up because they can't taste it. It's bypassing all their fucking taste buds,
Yeah.
And literally just feed them offal and
then we'll have to entertain them, we'll play pro company music over the speakers all day that extols the virtues of being a drone.
Yeah.
Well, look, the most productive workers, they get obviously recognized as being the ideal worker. They get like a $10 gift card to a local chain that's also owned by the conglomerate.
Now we'll just give them extra ration at like lunch or whatever.
Oh, extra chocolate. So they get double the chocolate.
Yeah,
ration. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, they get like a little boost or whatever. We get them a little extra pellet.
I mean, as long as the costs are kept within line, I mean, we can't get too crazy. I mean, if we're spending 10 cents a meal, if it's like 12 cents, I mean, that's okay. We're getting higher.
We'll just pad it out with some sawdust or something,
Okay, yeah. Put some nice fillers in that.
Yeah, and make it seem like they're getting more when really just sawdust.
In fact, actually, I think the top worker, we charge them for the extra chocolate, and we charge them an exorbitant rate.
Yes, makes sense to me. New Tesla model caught fire while driver was at the wheel, says fire chief. It's fine. It's all fine. Introducing the new Tesla Pinto.
It's the car from Planes, Trains, Automobiles.
Yeah, it's still good. Yeah,
you can drive this. Right?
You feel like this vehicle is
it's roadworthy? Yeah. Look at it. I mean, it looks like the tires still look like there's somewhat intact, right?
It's still go. The car owner's attorney said he noticed the smoke coming from the back end of his 2021 Model S played and tried to unlock the open doors, but had to force his way out of the vehicle. A 2021 Tesla Model S Plaid sedan caught fire Tuesday night in Haverford, Pennsylvania, while the owner was at the wheel, according to Charles McGarvey, a fire chief for the Lower Merion Township Fire Department. Tesla began deliveries of the Model S Plaid, a new high-performance version of the flagship electric sedan, in June, after CEO Elon Musk said on Joe Rogan Experience podcast they would begin in February. Musk explained in April that the development involved more challenges than expected and added it took quite a bit of development to ensure that the new battery of the S and X is safe. The car owner's attorneys told CNBC he noticed smoke coming from the back of his 2021 Model S Plaid and tried to unlock and open the doors, but had to force his way out of the vehicle as the locks seems to malfunction. After he left the car, it began to move on its own and flames engulfed it.
Oh, this guy's getting paid a lot of money.
The owner, whose identity has not been disclosed, is being represented by Mark Garagos of Garagos and Garagos in Los Angeles and Jason Sechin of Athlete Defender in Miami. 2 crews of firefighters worked on the scene for just over 3 hours dealing with the emergency. As NBC News recently reported, electric vehicle battery fires can take upwards of 25,000 gallons of water to be fully extinguished. By comparison, a typical car fire involving an internal combustion engine can be put out with about 300 gallons of water.
Doesn't sound like a nightmare scenario. Like a mass rollout of like an update caused like a malfunction in the battery of like a million of these vehicles, and they all just catch fire.
Cool.
Especially in the West. I'm sure that wouldn't lead to any bad or unnecessary consequences in a tinderbox land that is the Western.
The new Tesla Foom.
Dude, this fucking car looks like Iron Man hit it with his fucking hand pulses or some shit.
Yeah, dude.
What
car's
the fuck?
messed up. Car's messed up.
Dude, I'm actually shocked being in California and having taken some road trips up and down how many fucking Teslas I see.
Oh, there's tons.
Oh, there's a ton even in Louisiana, dude. So in California, must just be like insane.
Spotting a Tesla is not like the rare.
You'll see them
event that it once
everywhere
was.
when we're on our way to LA, dude. The closer we get to LA,
sure.
the denser they become. So,
oh yeah. Oregon's heat wave death toll reaches 107 in mass casualty event.
This is a horrible thing. Americans dying, unacceptable.
The fatal victims of the heat wave ranged in age from 37 to 97. Oregon's record-breaking heat wave reached a death toll of 107 on Tuesday, according to officials. The victims ranged from 37 to 97, according to the Oregon State Medical Examiner, as the state has been reeling from scorching triple-digit temperatures from June 25th to June 30th. So far, 67 deaths, more than half of the state's heat wave-related deaths, was reported in Multnomah County, prompting the county to call it a mass casualty event. Multnomah County health officials said in a news release the suspected cause of death is hyperthermia, the condition of having a body temperature well above normal. So far, 40 have been formally ruled hyperthermia deaths, and the rest are yet to officially be ruled. The county's victims ranged in age from 44 to 97. Some of the dead were found inside their homes without air conditioning or fans, according to local ABC affiliate KATU. Portland recorded a high of 116 on Monday, June 28th. One of the victims was Guatemalan immigrant Sebastian Francisco Perez, 38, who came to the U.S. on May 5th to work on a farm in rural St. Paul, according to Oregon Live. He died June 26th while working at a tree farm in the extreme heat. 3 vigils were held for him in St. Paul on Saturday, the outlet reported. In response to the natural disaster, Multnomah County Chair Deborah Kafuri said the county opened 3 24-hour cooling centers, 9 cooling spaces, directly contacted tens of thousands of seniors, people with disabilities, and pregnant women, and deployed more than 60 outreach teams to focus on people without housing or shelter.
You know what the worst fucking thing about that is? This whole thing you've read is like when they actually got in this guy, like they held 3 vigils. Like, couldn't someone tell them, like, maybe not be in a fucking tree when it's 116 degrees? Like, maybe he shouldn't have to work in those kind of conditions.
Maybe his employer should be like held accountable for that. I don't know.
Maybe like. He doesn't even need to be dead, but they can fucking find time to hold 3 vigils, but not say like, you know what, man, you really don't need to be out there. It's too fucking hot.
We tried to hold a vigil for him, but the vigil caught fire.
Exactly. What the fuck is this shit?
The vigil, we tried to do a candlelight vigil, but the candles all melted the second we brought him outside.
They could hold 3 fucking vigils for this dead guy, but they didn't give a shit enough about when he was alive. What a bunch of virtues say. Fuck those assholes. Fucking trying to be, oh, we're so sad that he's dead. not sad any of these people are dead, you selfish fucks.
You selfish bastards.
They're Americans dying, not Canadians. Come on now.
You and your damn fake ass bullshit. You fucking bastards.
How about real humans?
We're talking about motherfucking lying bastards here. Boo. Boo, I says. Yeah, a lot of people dying in this heat wave shit.
Look, TJ, South's always been hot. No one died down here. Just saying.
Yeah, well, we kind of have air conditioning
Just
here.
saying, TJ, these people on the West Coast, weak.
See, a lot of people in Oregon do not have, fans and shit.
I didn't tell them not to buy a fan.
Or I'm sorry, air AC units. Or I guess they said some of these people die without even having fans going, which they must not even have
Let me
heard
ask you a
that a
question,
heat wave
TJ.
was coming.
Is that my fault?
I'm not saying it's your fault, no.
Just saying, people
It's
around
not your
here,
fault.
people in this part of the country, TJ, we survive in the heat. These people over there don't survive. I don't know. I think just something different about them, just weaker.
Weaker people.
People in the South stronger and smarter.
People in the South
We
strong.
just smart. We got big brains.
We don't
got
care.
bone.
150 degrees outside, whatever.
I mean, just
Don't
to
bother
the
me
south,
none.
just to the south of Oregon and California, we're living through fucking worse than this, man. I mean, hard to fuck up.
Oh man,
up there.
California don't count. That's just some liberal haven where they probably take. That's why them people died, Paul. California kept all the AC to themselves.
That's probably what it is.
That's because them greedy West Coasters don't take care of each other like us Southern folk do. Get out my lawn, you son of a bitch! Boom, boom, boom.
Oh shit! Look out! It's a giant fucking hurricane.
California.
Hey, that's different. That's different. Don't you talk about hurricanes like that now?
California high school stripped of basketball title after tortillas were thrown at opposing Latino players. A mostly white high school basketball team in Southern California has been stripped of its regional title after tortillas were thrown at a predominantly Latino opposing team following a championship game last month, officials announced Wednesday. After thorough review and analysis of the incident following the conclusion of the Division 4A regional basketball championship between Coronado High School and Orange Glen High School, the California Interscholastic Federation state executive director reiterates that discriminatory and racially insensitive behaviors towards an opponent contravene the principle of education-based athletics, the federation said in a news release. Based on investigations of the incident, the 2021 Southern California Boys Basketball Division 4A Regional Championship is vacated, the release states. On June 19th, Orange Glen High School's predominantly Latino team lost the championship game to a largely white Coronado High School. After the game, some members of Coronado crowd threw tortillas at the opposing team's athletes following several heated disputes on the basketball court, according to a witness and video footage. The Federation further sanctioned Coronado's basketball team and placed members on probation through the end of the 2024 school year, according to the news release. The team and its athletic staff are also required to complete a sportsmanship workshop, which includes training in racial and cultural sensitivity. So basically, yeah, I mean, like, you'd already won, too.
Yeah,
It's
what's
like,
the point of actually, like...
don't be a fucking sore... Like, it's one thing to be a sore loser, but being a sore winner is fucking just, like, another level of lame. It's like, take that.
Yeah.
Throwing tortillas at you now.
But I'll tell you exactly what the racist spin will be. It's like, look, these white kids just beat these Mexican kids, and you know what?
And
They just
then
can't stand it.
The system
It's
found
so
a way to
politically correct.
reverse
Dude,
it.
I'm gonna tell you something. It's so politically correct now. A white person wins something, and you know what's gonna happen?
They take
They
it
just
away.
take it away.
Take it on away.
Dude, I'm telling you, dude, these high school sports, I'm of the
It's
mind.
actually from 2018, so I don't. It's I
Well,
guess it was updated.
I'm just letting you know, like these high
Wait.
school sports in general,
Oh,
though,
Weston, never mind. This is just weird shit going on the top of this thing.
they need to be banned. Like they need to get rid of high school sports because they're honestly
general.
they don't teach anybody anything of worth. In fact, they probably injure more students than they avail of anything. This like lie that you learn the value of teamwork or whatever on a football team. No, you learn how to be a dick smoker, like an aggressive dick smoking chode who fucking wants to fight every other member of the other team. Like high school football games and matches are always just like angst fests where they have to separate one high school clan from the other so they don't beat each other's ass. Just ban just like take all the money that you dump down the sewer of buying expensive fucking protection pads and custom fucking shirts and shit for these dumb jocks and teach them a thing with it. And they'll be better off. Let them go to college and play football, bro.
Play it in college.
Insane take, Paul. How could you say that?
Paul is insane. That
Teach children what
the
is
ravings of a lunatic.
Indeed.
I already had this story. Get the fuck lost, story. Tour de France withdraws lawsuit against spectator who caused crash.
Oh shit, TJ.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm. Tour de France officials have withdrawn their frivolous, ridiculous piece of shit lawsuit against national hero who caused a mass crash of bike riding idiots in the opening stage of the Tour de Fart. The spectator, a 30-year-old French woman, was in custody at a police station in Landernau, Brittany, the northwest French region where the world's biggest cycling event is held in its first 4 stages. She was holding a cardboard sign and facing away from the cyclist towards a television camera as they passed. German Tony Martin from the Jumbo Visma team was sent tumbling when he rode straight into the sign, and a large number of other riders also fell. We are withdrawing our complaint. This story has been blown out of proportion, but we wish to remind everyone of this of the safety rules of the race. Tour director Christian Proudhomme said, if you come to the tour, you hold your kid, you hold your pet, you don't cross the road carelessly, and above all, you respect the riders. They're the ones worthy of live TV.
Well,
not you with your
that's
son,
just
because they can ride a bicycle. The riders deserve to be on TV. You, as the mere audience, you could never figure out something as complicated as a bicycle. These men are great athletes.
Dude.
Show them your respect.
This is erasing the existence of cheap cardboard sign holding fame whores, dude.
I know.
And
It's a
saying that
sad
like
thing.
these dumb fucking people riding a bike are somehow better than them, dude. You have look, you have your hobby. This bitch has hers. You like riding a bike real fast with a bunch of other dudes' asses bobbling in your face. This bitch likes holding up signs and knocking people off of bikes, dude. Who are you to tell her what to do with her time?
As far as I'm concerned, this woman, national hero, and I
A
think
treasure of France.
I think we need more cardboard sign holders taking out people on bikes. That's all I'm saying.
Dude, if
You
I
gotta go
had
to the
my
best-
way, and
Go
this
down.
is part of my like, let's fucking
gotta read the-
extremize the Olympics stance. If I had my way, they would throw up all kinds of obstacles for these bikers. They'd be falling all over
it should be
the
like a
goddamn
fucking
place.
it should be like a fucking video game with oil slicks and fucking
Fucking like
barricades
ropes
and
that come up
shit.
to clothesline people if they don't
Dude,
duck under
I'd actually
them.
watch it now. Yeah, dude, if it was like shit like that.
Yeah, think about how the viewership numbers.
If it was
of
like
the
an
Tour de
NES
France
video
would be-
game,
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Last
On
person
Tuesday,
standing.
tour riders brought the race to a halt for a minute during the 4th stage in silent protest for safer racing conditions after numerous crashes. Whatever.
Good job.
You guys suck ass. Fuck bicyclists. Fuck bikes. Stop with your primitive bullshit.
Nothing
You-
wrong with bikes.
You
TJ.
fucking strap some wheels on a pipe and then you ride around and crash. It's like no shit, you crash. You're on a fucking pipe with wheels, you stupid fuck.
But it's a fun pipe with wheels.
Piece of shit motherfucking bicyclist, bro.
Everybody that's having like apparently lag problems, here you go. I think-
Refresh.
Here you go. You can see here down at the bottom, it says dropped frames 0.0%. So
And YouTube says excellent connection, so there's literally no indication of anything wrong on our end. Not that we're
refresh
denying
it.
your lived experience or whatever, but you know.
Move out of your area that's got shitbox internet. Connect to another neighbor's Wi-Fi. I don't know what to tell you. Do something about it because it ain't me and it ain't us.
UK surgeon finds 27 missing contact lenses in woman's eye.
Oh, she was really bad at putting them in.
27?
Oh my fucking god, dude. Now, have either of you guys worn contact lenses? I know I have.
I've not, no.
I'll tell you what, occasionally that would happen to me. I'd be like, what's in my eyeball? And then like boop, little contact lens would come out just at random times. So it does happen, but 27, this woman must not have known what the fuck she was doing at
A
all.
bluish mass in a cataract surgery patient is the largest number of mislaid contact lenses the surgical team has seen. A bluish mass of 17 contact lenses has been discovered in the eye of a patient who was scheduled for cataract surgery. The 67-year-old patient was unaware that the contact lenses were missing and later told surgeons she thought her discomfort was due to dry eye and old age. Specialist trainee ophthalmologist Rupal Morjaria told OT that another 10 individual contact lenses were discovered in the woman's eye following further examination at the Solihull Hospital.
Have either
The
of you
operating
guys ever
team-
worn contacts?
Yeah, Scotty has. He just said
Yeah,
he
for
did.
years. I wore them for years.
Okay, like How do you get a fucking lens lost in your eyeball?
Because you'll do this, like you'll put it in like this, and it'll fold up and it'll roll up into your eye.
But how do you know that it's not on your eye?
Honestly, usually you feel it. Like you can just feel it in your
that's what
eye.
I'm saying. Like you put in your lens.
There's times
right,
you just don't though. It'll go flat or something. And it'll just go at an angle. Like you won't feel it. No, you won't. I've had times like the ones just came out randomly.
But
yeah,
but you would know that one eye is fucked up because your vision's blurry until you put in the thing.
It rolls up, so it doesn't obscure your vision. It's rolled up like.
But you know that you're not
eyesight.
going to. Your vision's no longer being corrected though by it, right?
Right.
Yeah, but what happens is that if like you'll just put another one in, you'll go, oh, I lost that one, or it fell on the ground or something, and you'll just put another one in your eye, and you'll be wearing that going around, and you'll still have one that's just lodged up in your eye.
Gross.
It's possible. I guarantee I've done it before.
Fucking gross, bro.
So yeah, it is. I mean, yeah.
This is like one of the nastiest fucking stories. 27 motherfucking contact lenses, bro.
To have this many though, like, dude, you'd be in horrible fucking pain. Like, you would definitely feel this.
That's crazy, dude. I can't even imagine how you would walk around with 27 of these in an eye socket. It's crazy.
Fucking disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. Should have reported which optometrist arrived out any checks before issue with what are you yammering about? Fucking meaningless comment. Forestry staff abused by campers who kicked ducks and axed trees. Forestry and Land Scotland has asked for help in dealing with antisocial behavior. Scotland's forestry body has called for more support in tackling antisocial behavior after staffers were abused by aggressive campers who reportedly kicked ducks, axed trees, and damaged the environment.
Yeah, sounds like Scotland.
Forestry and Land Scotland made the appeal after police were called to deal with a small group of young men camping at Glenmore in the Cairngorms National Park over the weekend of June 26. Other campers allegedly witnessed the group kicking ducks, collecting dead wood from environmentally designated areas, using an axe on trees, and washing in a lock, which is also designated for environmental protection.
That's right.
Complaints were also made about noise and litter from the men.
Shocking.
We weren't there to camp. We were there to be Scottish.
Yeah, well, you can be Scottish anywhere, right?
Did you ever try the Scottish tradition of kicking the duck?
I didn't know it was a tradition.
Yeah, do you know what happens if you're a Scot and it's time to go on a camping trip? You show up to the camping spot, TJ.
Yeah.
And you burn it.
Wow.
You burn it to the ground.
To the ground, huh?
And if any ducks come along trying to put out the fire, you kick them.
You kick them. You kick them.
You kick them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. You just kick the shit out of them.
We engaged with the group of young men on Saturday to explain why they had to move their camp and to clarify appropriate behaviors, but this fell on deaf ears and was met with abuse. Further engagements met with the same response. Police Scotland did attend, and the group seemed to comply, but simply moved their camp. We've also seen other groups put on a show of good behavior when they have to, and we continue to work closely with our local police partners to learn lessons from this event. Here's what needs to... All that needs to happen is you just need to fucking, instead of hiring these you need to empower these camp counselors to do more. You need to empower these camp counselors to come with like a
they're not counselors. They're people that work for the
whatever. I'm saying, like, fucking have them hit the motherfuckers with a stick or something.
Man, you got the wrong take on this one. You know how you fix this?
What?
Get the fuck out of the way of it. Let these people kick ducks and chop the trees like true Highlanders do.
No.
Stop trying to enforce your rules on nature.
Hit them with a stick.
You got to tell me what I can't do. I can't kick a duck in my Highlands. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
No.
Don't kick the duck.
Well,
Leave the
come
duck
here
alone.
and stop me then.
I'm gonna pay someone to stop you with a big stick.
What if I bring a bigger stick?
Then we'll fucking get a stick so big it can only be
Then we
lifted
have a
by
stick
chopper.
Fight.
We get a big old stick that you have to lift with a chopper, and then we just drop it on your camp.
Boom. What if as you're doing that, you're like, and then a fucking giant stick that I've sent up in a rocket comes out of space and destroys the chopper and your stick?
Wow. Well, I'm gonna have to get a stick big enough to just hit the whole planet into the sun.
Yeah, and that would work if my infinity stick wasn't there to block your stick and shatter it into a gajillion pieces.
Yeah, well, what if I have an infinity stick?
That doesn't. You can't infinity times infinity.
Yeah, you can.
You can't
Infinity
triple
times
stamp a
infinity.
double stamp, Lloyd.
67% of Brits want a socialist economic system, finds new poll. Research from the Institute of Economic Affairs confirms younger people are hostile to capitalism and hold positive views of socialist alternatives. The new paper should act as a wake-up call to supporters of the market economy. The rejection of capitalism may be an abstract aspiration, but so too was Brexit. A forefront market research poll commissioned by the IEA of just under 2,000 people aged between 16 and 34 in the UK, carried out between February and March 2021, found that 67% say they would like to live in a socialist economic system. 75% agree with the assertion that climate change is specifically a capitalist problem. 78% blame capitalism for Britain's housing crisis. 72% support the renationalization of various industries such as energy, water, and railways. 72% believe that the private sector involvement would put the NHS at risk.
Let's just be honest.
75% agree with the statement socialism is a good idea, but it has failed in the past. Let's be honest. Badly done.
The people whining about this, like, wow, these people feel this way. It's like getting abused by a system, and it's like, why do they hate it? It's like, because it sucks for them. Why do you think they hate it? No, it's so great. They all just love it.
Why
would they love it? This doesn't work for them. Or the majority of people.
Good, they got it.
You know,
capitalism inherently is shitty.
We found out that most people support these broadly progressive policies, and really the only puzzle piece missing is getting the government to give one single fuck what the people want at all, ever, you know? I mean, these numbers are similar here in the United States, bro. People broadly support Medicare for all, broadly support progressive ideas across the board. Even down south, it's not like the South is a bastion where nobody wants fucking healthcare. You know what I mean? But the politicians just can't make it happen for some other reason. Cycle after cycle after cycle. Now 20 years on, they've been promising it to us. Can't make it happen.
Any day now. Any day. Any day there'll be a compromise of a compromise of a compromise that's watered down that potentially could possibly pass. And if it does pass, will then be gutted by other legislation and then Supreme Court rulings. So you'll have that.
Hey, bro, you don't need to announce your lag in the fucking chat a bunch of fucking times. Here you go again, bro.
Lag.
Look right down at the bottom. You see that dropped frame 0 right there? That means it's your internet connection fucking up, bro.
Paul, lag. Paul,
why you make
announcing that
why
your
you make
fucking
stream
internet
lag?
connection sucks, dude.
Paul, why you make stream lag? Paul, why lag?
Why lag, Paul?
Lag.
Just like, dude, there have been times where it's my connection or shit, and I gotta like restart my shit, but today ain't one of those days, bro.
Paul, why lag? Why lag, Paul?
Paul, why you lag?
Paul, why lag?
Why do you lag, Paul?
Fix your shit.
There are growing calls to finally tax the Catholic Church.
But why?
In Canada. First Nations have confirmed that more than 1,000 unmarked graves at former residential school sites. Now people are demanding accountability from the church.
They've been doing that for millennia, so don't be too optimistic with that.
A mayor in Canada wants to tax the Catholic Church as a result of its role in Canada's assimilative residential school system, a role currently in the spotlight as more unmarked grave sites at former Catholic-run residential schools are confirmed across the country. Iqaluit Mayor Kenny Bell's plan seeks to remove land tax exemptions that the church enjoys. Because of the gruesome past and terrifying future we are waiting to see, because the Catholic Church is refusing to apologize, I want to remove their tax exemption, Bell told CTV News. I'm hoping for other politicians and other cities to do the exact same thing. Calls are mounting for the Catholic Church to be taxed or to hand over money to help Indigenous communities heal after the federal government and churches spent more than a century forcibly assimilating 150,000 First Nations, Métis, and Inuit children into residential schools across Canada and the U.S. The Roman Catholic Church hasn't disclosed its net worth, but there's no doubt it is one of the richest institutions on the planet, considering it's one of the largest landowners in the world.
If you think the government won't spend money on problems, you think religion is going to give money? There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. They'd rather just not be in Canada than give the Canadian government or people money. Even the ones whose families were affected. There's no way.
Says the Vatican, which is just a fraction of the church, is worth more than $4 billion in and of itself. Since May, more than 1,000 unmarked graves have been confirmed at former residential schools, with the first 215 reported by the First Nation in British Columbia. Oh my God. Tkemlups T Sequim Pemk. First Nation said most of the remains were likely of children, some as young as 3. The news triggered nationwide mourning, searches for more sites just like it, and unprecedented mainstream attention paid to Canada's horrific colonial history and its ongoing legacy. Genocide.
Oh, man. I love Canadians.
Remember when Canada used to look down their nose at us and shit?
Canada gets to lecture the U.S. We never had things like that happen here in Canada.
We never did nothing bad here in Canada.
You guys just had your little versions of concentration camps.
We're nice here in Canada. We're the nice country, not like you guys. We're the good country. We're so nice. We're so good. We're sorry, eh? We're sorry, eh? Fuck you.
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
Fucking murdering them kids with the Catholic Church, eh? Tiskity, tisk, task, tisk.
Sorry we had to kill those kids, eh?
Sorry about all the unmarked graves of children that we tried to forcibly assimilate into our culture, eh?
Let's be honest, tip of the iceberg. The 1,000 they found is the tip of an
iceberg. Is that some kind of Inuit joke there, Scotty? I am a long-standing, ardent defender of the Inuit people.
Dude,
everyone knows.
You're basically Inuit
everyone
Hitler,
knows.
TJ.
Everyone, well, you know.
You're basically Inuit Hitler. You have called
Inuit
for the
Hitler,
extermination of the Inuit people.
But Inuit Hitler also did some good things.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Let's be real.
He does love animals.
He did pet a baby deer once.
Yeah.
True that.
It's good.
And he gave him, like, something to eat.
Sorry.
The sentiment is all over social media too. Tax the Roman Catholic Church immediately to make amends to the survivors.
Yeah, just strike out tax and just put abolish the Roman Catholic Church. I think that will be on a good path.
Right now, the Catholic Church is facing scrutiny for failing to raise $25 million to compensate residential school survivors as part of Canada's Indian Residential School Survivor Agreement, while securing funds to pay for its $28.5 million Holy Family Cathedral equipped with solar panels in Saskatoon.
Gotta pay this money. Oh man, the Catholic Church. Oh, 25 mil. Oh, let me see. Let me check on the Vatican. Oh, we just can't find that money. Have you seen the upgrades to our new facility though?
Solar panels for our new church.
Unrelated money. Unrelated funding.
Kids.
You know what they'll say, TJ? Oh, that was graciously given to us by donors.
That was already
donated to us.
And that was that money was already tied up in that project by the time we were made aware of this horrible situation that we took part in.
You know what we need to do? Just have some crazy drunk Scottish Highlanders camp in the Vatican. Think about it.
Yeah, we can solve both the problem. Be like, look, you guys like wilding and kicking shit and breaking things? Here you go. Here you go.
Yep. Till you pay your taxes, these Scottish people are going to be living in the Vatican in your quarters.
Yep. They get to fucking live in your church. They get to fucking have fun in there. They can do whatever they want. The police won't respond to calls.
And if they want to, they can burn it.
Yeah, just get some Scottish football hooligans to live in the Vatican. Problem solved.
There'll be some drunk, half-naked Scotch guy with the fucking Pope's ruby slippers on running through fucking the Vatican Square. Like, ole, 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 ole. Fucking drunk off his ass, puking up on all the fucking fountains and shit. Dude, they'd pay immediately. Rid us of this Scottish menace.
Oh, dude. I like this plan. Yeah, dude, they'll pay. Dude, they'll pay. After the first day, the Vatican's going to pay. Like, oh, shit. All right. We just got to pay these guys.
Getting in harsh verbal disagreements with priests for no reason. You know what I mean? That they can't even understand because their accents are so thick. Oh, what the fuck are you looking at? You freaked out outright. Outright. It's like, excuse me, what? Oh, fuck your fucking eyes, mate. I fuck your ass on the bunch of pacing fucking court, mate. They're just like, fucking all right, we'll pay.
Beautiful.
Tax us, please.
We'll pay you. Please go.
I'm timed out for what? Saying there was a lag or calling out more abuse from Paul. Fuck it. Show's over, I guess. Oh, my God,
dude. The crybaby. Dude, who gave out the
timed you out.
Dude.
I'm the one that timed him out anyway.
Give him his cross. Right on my shirt.
He's pissed at me, and TJ's the one that fucking timed him. What a dumb bitch.
Because he keeps in there, lag. It's like, we've already explained this shit, bro. The shit's been fucking, we've explored the mystery of the fucking lag, and you were found at fault. Because there's nothing we can do. Literally, YouTube, I've been staring at it. It says excellent connection the entire fucking time.
I'll put it back up, and if you
Drop
guys want, I'll just leave
zero.
this up.
YouTube says
It
there's no
doesn't matter.
problem.
It doesn't
OBS
matter.
says there's no problem. You're
There
the
you
only
go.
motherfucker saying there's a problem. So you know what? It sounds like it's your fucking problem, bitch.
Dropped frames 0, stable bit rate, live for a fucking solid hour, not a single
I never
blip.
said who timed me out. I'm gonna time you out again, you son of a bitch. Go on. Oh no, you've been timed out. No. Censorship. Maybe you can join Trump's class action lawsuit, you know?
Yeah.
That might work.
UK will stop using coal power in just 3 years. A decade ago, 40% of the country's electricity was generated with coal. Now it's down to like 1.8%. And
What are they doing there in the UK? They're mad.
that final 1.8% is going away in the next couple of years. So, yep, UK pretty soon have no energy coming out of coal. Roughly 43% from renewable sources, such as wind and solar and shit. I don't know what the rest is.
I don't know what are they going to do in the UK. They're going to need coal.
Get your coal on. UK.
They need to reverse this crazy decision immediately. I know these people in the UK are supposedly concerned about climate change, whatever that is. That's a myth. Let's be honest. Coal is love. Coal is life. Dude. I mean, clean burning coal, TJ. That's what we need.
I want to know what the fuck they're replacing it with, because it says only 43% is coming from renewables. So what the fuck is the rest?
Natural gas. Probably.
Oh, natural gas. Okay.
Probably something like that.
Some shit like that. Fucking pieces of shit. Fucking limey cocksuckers and they've declared war on coal, folks. Tell that to the coal miners of fucking Appalachia and shit.
Dude,
These people, they've declared war on you.
What about clean coal?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what about fucking clean coal?
The
Remember that?
cleanest,
They don't want to
purest,
talk about
smoothest.
that.
You remember that fucking that's so for these guys you don't know who are maybe too young, because you don't really hear that term tossed around anymore because they knew it was, but like back
It's
in the
total
Bush
bullshit.
administration, Bush legit tried to fucking convince the country of the existence.
We're gonna
of
have clean coal.
dude.
Yeah,
He was like,
he
we're gonna
be
do
clean.
He would make these
coal.
like, when it comes to the environment, my administration will continue to invest in renewable, safe sources of energy such as wind, solar, and clean coal. You just sneak it past you.
clean coal.
Remember this switchgrass? We can power the nation with switchgrass.
Switchgrass.
It's like,
And then it
come
turned out to
on,
be a
mother.
total fucking boondoggle.
Yeah, it's like this bullshit, dude.
you can't fucking
biodiesel.
power shit on switchgrass, bitch.
We're going to power on biodiesel.
Diesel.
Biodiesel and clean coal.
Nuclear.
Guys, nuclear.
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 It's nuclear. TJ.
Nuclear. He would say nuclear. Anyway, that's all I have, I think. Yeah, that's the last story. So we're done.
We did it, boys.
We
Lagging
done
A
did it.
sour grape, TJ, to end the meal for sure. The UK. See, we should have ended with the Scottish hooligans.
I called.
Should've ended there,
I
TJ.
called TJ for an inquiry into why this show, a great American staple, ended with some UK news.
All right.
This is America, TJ. Do you care about
TJ,
any other
let-
country
let
in the
me
world?
guide you in the future. Unless
All right.
the headline is UK sinks into ocean, world celebrates liberation from oppressor, then you don't need
Yeah.
to pull it.
Gotcha. All right, here you go. Here's, here, we'll end with a
Yeah,
fucking,
no, yeah, there you go. An uplifting tale.
we'll end with an American
Nature
An
fights
American
back.
tale.
American story. Grizzly bear attacks and kills bicyclists
And
camping
God
in Montana.
bless him.
Based grizzly.
This grizzly knows what's happening to his ecosystem, and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna strike back.
A grizzly bear attacked and killed a bicyclist who was camping in a small western Montana town.
So TJ, in your mind, really just like a doubly good kill. It's a bicyclist.
yeah.
I mean, so you're probably like, it was just like, oh, someone was walking along, like, oh, it was a hiker. That's sad. But a bicyclist to you, just like, that's probably the cherry on top.
The attack triggered an intensive search for the bear so that it can be presented with a Medal of Valor. The pre-dawn attack happened in Ovando, a town of fewer than 100 people, 60 miles northwest of Helena.
See, this is the type of
that's
shit
Greg
that I
Lemon, yeah.
want to add to the Tour de France. You know what I mean?
Right. Or at least
I
some
wanna
grizzlies on the
unleash-
fucking trail, you know?
Unleash grizzlies on the trail, assassins, trip lines, flaming pits where you can only ride on one little spot across the flaming pit. You know what I mean?
And you know what? Anyone who won that race, I would actually have legitimate respect for them.
Exactly. And let them juice too.
Yeah, let them. Oh, yeah, of course.
Let them juice, let them blood dope, let them go as fast and crazy as possible. You know what I mean? Let's make this shit real again.
Yeah, I mean, like, dude, you want them all, like, okay, so Paul, that narrow strip, they all start on a fucking wide ass road, and you're seeing people fly off as it gets narrower and narrower. So you only have
Wilhelm screams as they go.
In the lava he goes.
Yeah.
There's like the floor is lava shit, but there's real lava below. It's like if you fall off this thing, either you can wait, but obviously your time's going to suffer, or you just go for it, and maybe you're first.
You want to risk it for the biscuit, you got to be the first one to that bridge, because otherwise you in trouble. Dude,
bike
that's what
riders are furries. That's true. And you know what? The whole thing. Fucking,
can the bears juice? Of course.
And here's the thing.
They're also going to be starved, by the way.
In the announcer booth, Andy Dick.
I'm sold.
All right, hold up. I got you a lot of Coke.
What the fuck is going on here? There's a bear mauling a little French guy.
Why is this French guy always bleeding everywhere?
Oh, his guts are all over the road.
Goodness.
Oh my god!
You know what? I'm gonna drink his blood.
God. Oh, the other bike just got tangled up in the guts. Oh, it's all in the spokes. Ew!
Look at that Italian guy hanging on for dear life on the 1-inch wide bridge over the lava. Oh my god! This is the greatest thing I've ever watched.
I'm gonna give a blowjob to whoever makes it across.
That's how you fucking class up the Tour de France.
America the Tour de France.
America style.
All right. Is that it, gentlemen?
Yeah, we ended.
So.
Now we ended. Are you guys satisfied that's an American enough ending?
Extremely
that's very American.
It ended with violence, the true American pastime.
All right, rock on. See you next time, everybody.